What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Faction After Hours podcast. My name is Carl, and I'm joined by your co-hosts, Frankie Bovino, Chris, and Malcolm. I don't know why I used your full name just there, and no one else's full name. But thank you guys so much for joining our fourth episode now. We've gotten some pretty good feedback on these, and we really appreciate the support. As always, if you haven't, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're really trying to get that thing popping. You guys gonna say anything, guys? Or say hi to our listeners? You know, greet everybody. A good evening, good morning.
Chris, it's all you.
Welcome back.
What's going on? It's your boy Malcolm on the mic.
Yeah, Malcolm decided to bring his own mic today. It's the size of the whole room, so I'm expecting him to talk a lot.
It's not that big.
If you guys are tuned into the YouTube portion of this, you can see that Malcolm just flexed on us so hard with this microphone setup. He doesn't even have to bend down anymore and talk to the mic.
It won't be coming back though.
He won't be coming back. We don't like that.
It's Malcolm's last podcast.
No, it's not.
We fired him.
No.
All right, what's our topic today?
Today's topic is a question actually from one of our followers on Instagram from a couple weeks ago, and it's obscure drifting platforms. So you're not your average. We talk always all the time about S chassis and 350Zs and things that are more commonly seen at a drift event nowadays, but we're going to shed some light on some of the things that people don't normally see that some people may have seen. I know you don't know a lot about other cars besides 240s, Frankie, and Subarus.
Yeah, the only car you should be drifting is a 240SX.
That's false, though. There's no correct way.
Prove me wrong. Let's go.
All right, here's number one that I saw recently at the Evergreen event. If you guys haven't listened to that podcast, that's episode 2, where I discuss my Evergreen.
Deep in the sticks.
Deep. I mean, this guy's been far and wide, and I've seen them used not just once. And that is old police cars.
Okay.
Specifically, this one was a Caprice. Do you know how baller this guy looked when he's out there not spinning? When there's a fully prepped E36 or something, and they're spinning out like crazy, and this guy with a police car is just sending it. It was amazing. Body roll and everything.
I gotta see a photo of this.
A Caprice. Type in a Caprice police car. But the formula is there, It's a V8.
Is this it?
Yeah, I think so.
Like a newer one?
No, it's an old one.
Like what year?
Like a 91.
Like that one. Go down to the right.
Big body.
This?
Nope. Roundish body?
Yeah.
That one, top right.
This thing?
This thing was huge, dude.
Looks like a Ford Taurus. So what engine's in it?
It's some sort of V8. I don't know anything about American cars, but that was obviously the formula back then. And a lot of American cars were V8. Fucking rear-wheel drive cars. Heavy. So that's a con. But you gotta admit, rear-wheel drive out the box, and you could find these still pretty cheap.
Yeah, if you're trying to drift for cheap.
It's a good. I mean, if you have it lying around, type of thing.
What do you think, Malcolm? Drifting a police car.
I'd be afraid I'm gonna flip it over.
Yeah.
Really?
Wait, you
These are huge.
can't get coilovers for this thing?
You could. I think you can.
Now leaf springs only.
Yeah, they probably got leaf springs. in the
Some
back.
nice upgraded leaf spring. That's all you need.
I actually don't really. I think it might be. I don't think it's independent rear suspension on that thing.
Cut the rear leaf spring. What kind of wheels are you putting on this thing, Carl?
I believe they're 5x114. Not.
What kind of wheels are you putting on?
What on a Crown Vic?
On a Caprice.
On a Caprice, TEs all day. TEs. TEs for days. You put TEs on anything, that thing is fat.
I would rock the Steelies.
You would?
Yep.
You know the people in like overseas, they're widening Steelies. That'd be pretty cool.
I'd leave it the exact OEM.
But dump
police.
it on the ground.
Maybe lower it a little bit. Probably put stiff sway bars in it.
I mean, what are the ingredients for a drift car? It's having a locked rear is a plus. So if you could get the rear to be like a welded, that'd be cool. Posi. Little posi.
I don't know, man. Please, you drifted a police car? That's almost as bad as the people
I'm sure he didn't
driving police cars around.
I hate that, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, ones that drive what?
Police cars around.
Oh, like as their daily driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they like get on your ass, and you just sit there because you're like, I know you're not a cop. I don't know, man. I guess if you're trying to be different,
I feel like, well, most of these are going to be if you're trying to be different. We've discussed like
Yes, this is going to be a
optimal.
very depressing episode for me, guys. So get ready for it.
I love making Frankie angry.
I only like 240s, so let's
Oh,
go.
bro.
Next.
I want us next. All right, cool. I made this one. This made the cut for me just because I know you like these. And I said all-wheel drive platforms converted to rear-wheel drive. That includes your Subarus. That includes your Evos.
All right.
Those are nice. But do
Yeah.
you know what it takes to make one of those? Like you weld what? The
Yeah,
diff
center diff, take the axles out,
in the front?
and that's it. Yeah.
You have to put a plug there or something?
You take the take the axle apart, right, and shove the half shaft in.
Oh,
It
so
might
it's like a
stay
little
there or it
plug.
might fly out. You'll find out.
Yeah, but suspension-wise, I don't know how well equipped that car. Like the amount of lock that you're getting out of an all-wheel drive car.
Isn't a Subaru rear suspension the same as a BRZ?
Mm-hmm. Is it
Yeah, pretty much.
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
The arms are the same too. Well, depending on what Subaru you're talking about. 2000 and what is it? 8 and up. 2008 and up would be the same. 2008 and up WRX would be the same as a BRZ in the rear.
As long as you don't have the Jesus bolt.
I'd fancy an Evo, dude. A rear-wheel drive Evo. Not because of the Tokyo Drift movie, but
That I don't know anything about.
I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about a lot of
The
these
engine's
cars.
facing the wrong way, so you're gonna have some trouble there.
Oh yeah, because the trans setup is a little different than a Subi.
Yeah.
Transaxle.
Transaxle is the word.
You gotta hit up Johnny Monaco for that one. I don't know.
That boy is Evo life for life.
Well, Universal had a video on the Evo, how they made it rear-wheel drive.
Really
Yeah, it was still horizontal engine.
interesting. Okay, but I mean, these cars. I mean, the weakness here is that you'll need angle mods because the balance of the car is not meant to do that.
Yeah, the Subaru Caster is horrible.
Really.
Yeah, what is it? Do you know what
But
it
there's a caster. So what? Is there an arm you can buy for that? Right?
is? Not really.
Really?
I think factory caster is like 5.5, 6 degrees.
Huh. That that explains why every time I feel like I see a rear-wheel drive Subaru, it doesn't look like it's having a good time. Like, like it just looks like it's hard to drive. It looks like it.
Someone probably makes an arm kit for the front by now.
But the problem is, once you get higher in caster, it hits the bumper. And we've had that many times doing an alignment here.
Really?
The closer you got to 7 degrees of caster, the wheel hits the bumper.
Wow. To our listeners, if you have a Subaru, comment your thoughts on what you think about low caster.
Yeah, does anyone drift a Subaru?
Does any of our listeners drift the Subarus? Actually, I know of one. There's the Legacy, the station wagon one. I forget his name, but I met him.
Skylar?
His name's Skyler?
Yeah.
USPS one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a super cool build. I don't know.
That green leggy?
That green leggy on Instagram. Check
Yeah.
him out. He's got a Subaru Legacy station wagon that he drifts. I think it's a Legacy, but it's big. Has a cool
it is
livery
a
on
legacy. Legacy
Yeah.
wagon. Yeah.
That's a prime example right there. He should probably
Right-hand
be the one.
drive. I think he just STI swapped it.
STI swap.
Mhm.
That sounds
I don't know.
expensive.
Team Orange Subarus look good. Ganadors.
Ganadors.
Yeah, you can drift a Subaru, just make sure you have Ganadors. That's all that
the only
matters.
requirement.
All right. So that's the all-wheel drive side, okay? Converted to rear-wheel drive. That covers that. But then there's this weird portion, and I saw a video the other day on YouTube. It was by Chelsea DeNofa. He was drifting an MR2. That's a midship. That's rear engine, rear drive. But I believe he had an angle mod on that and I think that was
drifted that?
yeah.
There's guys in Japan that drift
Yeah,
MR2s.
MR2s. But, and to quote my roommate Tyler, who has an MR2 and has had an MR2 for 11 years now, I think, people who drift MR2s are just doing it because they just want to say that they can do it.
Yeah, it's probably not easy, and
It's definitely not.
probably really.
You ever see a video of one of
awkward.
those, it wants to spin like immediately, wants to
Yeah.
kill you.
You need a front engine.
But the increased amount of angle helps
Yeah,
With
helps
that-
you not spin out.
not spin out,
Still a shitty car.
to drift.
Yeah,
Because then I feel like you don't. How do you even weld a diff on something like that?
you can. Same thing.
No, you just get
You pull the whole trans off?
LSD trans.
I don't know about that.
We don't want to be drifting anything with the weight in the back.
Yeah. I mean,
Let's hear it.
one time.
How many people you have in the backseat? Is that what you're saying?
No, one time with drifting with weight in the back, I had the opportunity to autocross a Cayman. It was my dad's Cayman for like a day, and I was doing pretty bad, so I just started to drift the course. How many opportunities am I gonna have to slide a Cayman around?
Yeah, but you're just power sliding it around.
It felt great. Absolutely predictable.
Yeah, but you're not transitioning into other turns.
Yeah, were there transitions?
I would brake in and kind of flick the car around, so I guess not technically a transition, but
Yeah. That's when it's going to matter. When you're transitioning from one turn to another one, and the back end's like, woo, just goes
I
right off.
thought, don't MR2s get a lot of snap oversteer?
that's what you're correcting with the angle mod.
Yeah, because the weight's in the back.
The weight's in the back.
So it's going to want to swing out.
Damn,
Yeah.
Malcolm with the terminology.
Yeah.
I saw a video on YouTube.
Noriaro?
No, maybe it was a TikTok. I don't know.
TikTok.
Slit top.
Okay.
F2000s have
Here
That's
we
on
go.
the-
I was
snap
waiting for
oversteer.
this one.
That's on the list, yeah. Because that's different. That's considered a midship.
It is a mid-engine.
It is.
it sits behind the
It sits completely behind
front struts.
the front struts.
Another reason why that car sucks.
But, whoa.
For drifting.
For drift, okay. There we go. This guy.
That's it, man.
Monumental sports car there.
Plenty of people know that car can't drift well.
I do have a friend who drifts it, and he drifts it pretty well.
Yeah, who is he?
It's his name's Nino. He's an older guy. He's been drifting it for years. Like,
Where at?
I think mostly Ready Set Drift.
I don't count.
Do you know Nino, Chris?
Yeah, the blue one.
Blue one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's had ITBs. I don't know if it still has ITBs, but he's a real old school guy.
Alright, I
It's a
need
clean
video.
car.
I need video proof.
Clean car. This guy doesn't believe anything I say.
need
I don't
video
even know
proof
why I
of this
come
guy's
here.
shredding,
But you're a
transitioning.
fan of S2000s, right?
Yeah, I
but
like S2000s,
I'm pretty
not for drifting.
sure he has a WiseFab kit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
I remember hearing
It's some sort of angle kit.
It
but
is an angle kit, but I think it's somewhere along the lines of WiseFab.
a weak point because actually, Frankie, in case you didn't know, I had an S2000 for a month.
I'm sure you've had every car.
Okay, no, but do you want to know what happened to it?
You probably crashed it.
No. Wow, dude, what?
What? Let's hear it. What did you do?
It blew up.
Oh, okay.
That's just as bad.
It blew up. It sucked up the spark plug. Somebody stripped the spark plugs.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
But anyways, the weak point in the S2000 isn't just the angle.
It's the driver.
Yes, and if I'm driving, but it's the diff. The diff isn't strong. It's not strong enough.
S2000 is a perfect car, man. It is a perfect car.
Why? Why are you giving him the eyes? Give your thoughts. on it.
Because I said
It's
it.
just like the driver. You're dead in the eyes.
It's what? S2000's a great car. Just don't drift them. I mean, you could try if you want, but you're gonna be wasting your time. There's this car called the 240SX. You buy one of these, right? And then you're good.
Frankie, I'm trying to make you a well-rounded person. Here.
Okay. Keep trying. Let's go.
All right.
What
Fine.
else
I'm
do you
gonna
have
keep
on the
trying.
list?
Here's number 4. Okay. One of these you could put an SR in. Okay, and we're gonna move to the category of mini trucks.
What kind of segue was that?
I'm serious. There has always been a culture for mini trucks, like the hard body.
Why do they gotta be mini?
I
Is
guess
this a
they're
mini
called.
truck?
I think it's called mini truck. It's a smaller truck. It's not a Chevy. 15.
I drift my Chevy when it rains.
I've seen you. I have seen you do
My
that.
Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. No, really, they drift great.
I've seen you do it.
Yeah, they're automatic too.
And you have the bed on yours is,
long
is
bed.
longer.
Long wheelbase.
Long
That shit ain't
wheelbase.
never spinning out.
Yeah, but like maybe to kick around a corner every once in a while. But are you telling me that that's better? You would rather drift that than an MR2?
Fuck yeah, I would rather drift that than MR2. It's front engine rear drive.
Yeah, but like I don't know, dude.
I
like,
would much rather drive that than an MR2 drifting. Yeah.
Okay, there was this guy at Evergreen who was shredding a Durango.
Hell yeah.
A
fucking,
Durango?
fucking killing it.
Where's the video footage of this?
Fucking killing it, dude. On Durango. But the thing is like, I don't know what kind of suspension he had on it, but the lean that it would do, it wasn't like understeering or anything. It would just like lean.
Yeah, it's called body roll.
But but again,
Blown
it would
suspension.
like grip. I don't know. It was crazy. But
Did he modify it?
clearly, that the thing with the trucks, in my opinion, is it will take a lot of work. Like you can't just. I mean, you could.
Yeah, man, this shit's got leaf springs sometimes.
So-
You gotta really want to be different to start one of these projects.
but a
There's
hard
a lot of
body
people
though,
out there.
hard body though is you could put a. It comes with a single cam KA, right? Single cam.
It's a K, but it's still leaf spring in the rear.
Is it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what do
but
people do with that?
They modify the strut.
Or they convert it to
They converted it to
run
full
like
strut.
S13 coilovers.
Yeah.
But then there's no weight in the back, so like what are you running the coilover's probably working minimally,
Yeah. This is okay.
I guess.
Hey, man, I don't know. My truck drifts great.
in the rain.
No, I've drifted in dry.
In the
What?
dry?
Yeah, it can. It'll kick out. I'm not gonna like transition. I mean, maybe I could.
That's
We should
what I'm
take it to
saying
Englishtown
though,
one
is
day.
it's like for a drift car.
It's automatic, so
So
it's only so much I can do.
I've seen a lot of people drift automatics.
You want to bring that conversation up right now?
Uh-oh.
I mean, I guess
I
sure.
would love
For
to roast these
obscure
people.
drifting, people with automatic drifting.
Yeah, yeah. One of the one of the things here is like I feel like you're not always gonna get a manual. What Crown Vic comes manual?
Oh.
I don't think any of them did.
If
Did
we
they?
do get into that conversation about automatic transmission drifting,
Yeah, we're in it. Let's hear it.
all right.
Let's hear it.
There is a dude
No.
that's a friend of Hurt.
Oh.
He has no legs,
Hell yeah.
and that car is a manual transmission.
Is that Chair Slayer?
Chair slip.
Rob.
Yeah.
Rob
He has no legs, I think, or his legs
Don't work. He's
don't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know the proper
disabled. His legs are
Yeah.
disabled.
Paraplegic.
paraplegic.
Is that
Is
what
that-
it's called?
I don't
Yeah.
know the proper medical term.
I think so.
Anyway,
Continue.
before we get canceled, continue.
Yeah, he has a clutch on the shifter. It's like a bike clutch, and then that's the shifter.
Yeah, see, he could have just drifted an automatic, but he didn't.
I mean,
But he
there's
didn't.
obviously benefits.
So there's a reason.
There's benefits to drifting a manual versus an automatic.
Yeah, you
clearly.
can actually drift.
Yeah,
An automatic is like, what are you doing? Are we just playing games?
I don't know, man. These takeover kids be killing it.
you slap that puppy in a two.
You
don't even
need
wanna
a manual transmission, guys. All right,
Are you sure you don't want to see what this Chevy does in low?
like you need a manual transmission. Enough with the. Oh God, I don't know. I can't with the automatic thing. Yes, it could be done. Yes,
It can be done.
If you want to just mess around and you don't want to get good, and then yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
I like Tacomas. When I see a Tacoma mini truck, like the drifting ones, they're always on the ground. Like it looks so cool.
Are
I
they
don't
automatic?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Automatic
They're all
transmission.
automatic?
No, they're usually they'll put like some sort of Toyota manual transmission in it.
What year Tacoma?
Like the older ones, like a
two-door?
2000.
Like a half cab?
4. Yeah, the small ones, half cab.
What is drifting without clutch kicking? Because I'll quit. I'll
I mean,
just quit.
what about that guy?
Just flooring it.
Just flooring it around and hucking the weight.
Are you familiar with the guy in Australia?
No.
Engineered to slide.
Oh
He's got
yes,
that
he's got that
SR20
crazy SR
yeah.
powered one.
Fully tubed, like
That guy's got
chassis.
some crazy stuff that he's been building.
Well, he's into fabrication,
Yeah.
but it's a Tacoma.
But yeah, to your answer, to your question, Frankie. Yeah, I don't know what drifting is without clutch kicking because I literally.
I don't want no part of that.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like, the more you delve into cars, I feel like there's an answer and solution for everything.
Yeah, I mean, I know you could drift without a clutch. I just would never.
Well, no. If I was getting like a Crown Vic, I would source an, what is it, a T56 or something. That's the
LS1
V8
in
one.
that thing.
Yep. LS1s all day. I mean, I don't know what comes in that. I don't. It's some
God
sort
motor.
of V8. God knows. Not the SR20.
God, man.
But
So, Carl, what would you drift if you didn't have IS?
if I didn't have the IS, the 240SX.
What would
No,
you
I'm just
drift if
kidding.
you couldn't drift the 240SX?
Or a 350Z?
No, is it a 350Z? Is that your?
No, I mean
What is your obscure car that you would drift?
Yeah.
it's actually on this list. It was what's next, and that's
Let's hear it.
it's a Volvo.
Yikes. Okay.
Dude, have you ever sat in one of those things
Probably
or
not.
closed the door on one, or just like Malcolm? I know,
Yeah, they're
I'm a
not
fan.
cheap.
I know
Yeah,
Malcolm. Me and
I'm a
Malcolm
fan.
have stayed up 2, 3, 4 in the morning watching you Volvo videos. I know you know.
Yeah. I'm a fan of
What
those.
else you guys doing later tonight?
All right.
You know,
I don't know what you're doing.
playing
at these
shoots and
slumber
ladders
parties.
and stuff.
All right. So
But
what's so special
Malcolm,
about a Volvo?
shed some light on the Volvo thing.
I mean, I don't know much about them, but I just like the way they look.
They look
And I know they
good,
can
though.
drift.
Who's
That's about
that?
it.
Who's that dude that drifts all those Volvos? And
Drifts and
lifts.
lifts.
Drifts
He's a
and
crazy
lifts.
dude, man. But
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's just something about it. Like, I don't know why, but I would like to ice drift one.
Ooh.
You know, like with the studded tires
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Like, it just looks like that kind of car to do that. But it's if you gave a kindergartner a piece of paper and you told them to draw a car, that's literally what they would draw. It's like a cube like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Sounds
it-
nice.
it just like, I don't
It's
know,
a
man. It
beauty.
has a charm. There's a
think-
charm to it.
I think Jesse likes these cars. Don't they put diesel motors in these?
Diesel motors.
Yeah, they have diesels.
They have diesels, yeah.
Turbo diesel.
But you can also squeeze a lot of power out of them.
Yeah, you
Well,
just
what
pull the wastegate hose.
What do people swap?
I've seen a BMW powered one, and that kicks around. I believe he goes to Club Loose.
Oh.
There's a BMW powered one, and I've seen that at the Rowdy's Garage meet once or twice, and I'm just telling you, it's just a cool platform, man. It just looks like it'd be solid, strong chassis.
For sure, strong.
That's what I would choose, and they come in a manual.
It's a bit boxy for me.
Really? You don't
Yeah.
like that? I mean, do you like the A86?
Yeah. Well, which one?
It's a boxy car.
Like a Trueno?
Sure.
Are we talking like an SR5?
I mean, they're all kind of the same. Just that chassis. It's a square. By the time you get done modding an A86 nowadays, if you're picking up an SR5, you're gonna have dumped so much money in there, sourcing a GTS rear end, this and that and the third. Like, it's a cool car.
I
But
was taught not to say anything if you don't have anything nice to say.
say it, Frankie. This
Say
is
it.
your podcast.
This is your show,
That
baby.
is cap.
Yeah, I know. Last week you're like, I'm not going to talk shit on here, but
No, this whole entire thing would just be me talking shit. Cause,
go
well, I'm realizing I only like drifting because of
240.
Nissan. That's it. If it wasn't for Nissan, I wouldn't like any of this.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, that's one of the.
I couldn't point one photo of these Volvos that I'm like, wow, that's cool. Like, I just don't.
Would you drive it as like a regular car and not drifting?
Probably not because I don't know how to fix it.
Well, you got to learn.
I'm good.
It's Swedish. They sell parts at IKEA.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty.
you could get meatballs at the same time.
I'm pretty sure our listeners are curious. Frankie, what would your obscure
Yeah.
car be?
Yeah, give us something here. Okay, you can't 240s don't exist.
Out the box.
Okay? And you don't know anything except that you want to drift. No 240, no Z. Cuz I remember you
I
said that you
like
don't own a Z.
Zs.
No FRS.
Don't really
Obscure drift.
like
If you had to choose one.
You had to choose one.
Well, I know what car I do want to build one day is a 4-door R34.
Really?
Yeah, does that count though? It's not that obscure.
Not obscure, but definitely different for you. Interesting.
That's
Yeah.
it though. There's no other brand. Like I
Yeah, but
can't
you'd probably
think
put
of
an
another
SR
brand.
in it and
No, I'll probably do RB20 something. 25?
RB20?
25.
Whatever's supposed to come in the car. You guys know how it goes.
Yeah.
RB25.
RB25.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't.
You
Or a
said
Subaru.
You would probably own a Subaru. I
Yeah.
think that you would drift a Subaru.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
it.
Subaru
I
BRZ.
think there
No,
is.
no, none of that.
I think there is a
WRX.
company that makes like the stub kit for the axle delete.
I'm surprised you guys haven't gotten one of those yet. Like somebody who wants to like,
That's
hey,
how obscure it is.
Most people build their cars themselves.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
like if you had that thought in mind, you kind of have an idea of how to get that accomplish?
Me and Scott did it in one night once at his old shop, like years ago. Brought his WRX in, dropped the trans, threw a welded center def in, took the axles out, put it back up, and then we were doing burnouts by the end of the night.
How long did it last though?
The stubs kept flying out. So
See that's
something like that.
is
I don't know.
an issue. That's where
Yeah.
my concern lies. Is like, do you really just shove these half shafts in?
There's
back?
a way to fix it, I'm sure.
Like a proper way.
Yeah.
Weld
But
it.
whatever was done that night was not proper.
Who's that YouTuber? We sold him a few parts before. What's his
Christian,
name?
no?
Christian, no. He drifted his wagon,
The wagon, the purple
WRX
one.
wagon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he had a video on it too, like what he did.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, so
Interesting.
his shop's pretty nice.
But
He's probably got a video. Yeah,
and I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I would choose the Subaru just because I haven't seen one that's like, if it was easy and somewhat attainable, don't you think you would see more of them? I don't see any Subarus drifting like regularly, at least.
I would blame the drivetrain.
The drivetrain, STI transits are strong.
Trans is sick.
Yeah, and
All
the
the-
ratios are super close.
Yeah, but people aren't drifting STIs; they're drifting WRXs.
But if you're building, yeah,
That's why.
I'm sorry, I meant powertrain. Did I say
powertrain,
Powertrain.
like the
That's
engine.
my favorite part.
All the Subarus I've only seen 2 drift at Clubless, but they seem like they don't have enough power.
Yeah, one had a V8, and the other one probably didn't even have a turbo.
Well,
I don't know. People just aren't doing it the right way. So
I mean, they're drifting with low power first, maybe like the right.
there
way.
was someone that was drifting a Subaru with the STI motor and everything, and then he put the V8 in it, and
Wait,
it was fine.
there's that guy in Connecticut. I don't know if you guys ever seen it, but he has a 4-door GC8. It's like a maroon red,
Yeah,
and he drifts that regularly.
Yeah,
Mm.
that car's good.
Yeah,
You know what I saw on Facebook Marketplace the other day? A GC swapped with an SR.
what?
a what?
That's
Is-
actually kind of cool.
It was beautiful.
A what?
The GC swapped with an SR.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I know. And it said
That's
that it
pretty
was
cool.
running. It needed a tune, and I was like, wow, that looks like a nice blank slate for
How much were
me.
they selling it for?
$9,000.
Get the fuck out of here.
It
think
might be
$2,000.
cheaper now. That car market bubble is popping for sure.
Well, we got a lot of new listeners starting to drift. They're leaving comments. They're saying thanks for the videos, thanks for the SR information, and stuff like that. I didn't think people were still putting SRs in cars. I thought it was just too expensive, but they are doing it.
I mean, how else are you gonna? What don't you think if you were a kid and you look at you?
I don't know what
I
would
live
do if
and
was
breathe
If I
SR.
was a kid right now, I don't know what the fuck I'd be doing.
Yeah. Well, you're clearly not a kid.
Well, we have
How are you
a
gonna afford this?
we have an example. Dave.
Yeah, he bought FRS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an expensive car, man.
I mean, you paid a pretty penny for that.
He bought a drift car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a drift car.
Yeah, that was a drift car.
What's already drift car about it?
Like it
Dents
was already.
everywhere, different front bumper,
It's already been molested.
got a
Gutted.
seat, gutted.
It's gutted.
No
Yep.
back seat.
Oh, young Dave, please
Young Dave.
My condolences.
put the interior back.
We're gonna have a video.
You're not
on it.
saving a lot of weight,
We're gonna have a video on his new car
are you?
soon. Yeah.
Dang.
We going to the track tomorrow?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
young Dave drifting tomorrow for the first time at
Are
the
we
age
on?
of 16.
Yeah, we
Wow,
should go.
cool. Thanks for the invite, guys.
You want to go?
I would have if you gave me more of an advance than telling me on our live podcast right now.
Last night.
Yeah, he literally told us yesterday.
All right. Well, we'll discuss this off the
No,
the
no,
grid.
no, you're coming.
But well, first of all, I have a job, Frankie, and I cannot just call
Well,
out.
it seems you get out of work very early, Carl, because you come here and bother us for an hour before after hour starts.
I'm doing stuff. I'm checking my emails.
You got any more cars on that list?
Yes, I do. The last one, not the last one, but second to last one. More expensive cars.
Hmm.
This is the umbrella of I've seen newer Mustangs on grid.
It's probably a good car.
They're probably amazing on grid on the track, but for
Yeah.
some reason they just don't look like. I'm sure maybe it's a driver mod, but it doesn't look like it's supposed to be doing that. They build these Mustangs for grip nowadays, dude. You ever see a Mustang?
So far, that's the only car you name where I'm like, yep, that sounds about right.
Really?
Yeah, of course. It's a Mustang.
I mean, they've been drifting Mustangs for a while now.
Back in my
And now
I mean, the new ones.
the
they're-
new ones, the suspension is way better than that archaic. Like
drifting is a grip motorsport. You just don't notice.
that's true. Yeah, you're
They're
right.
probably really good.
Yeah, but what about these? Like, you ever see like the newer E90 335
BMWs?
BMW?
Clocking out.
Mm.
It's a great car on paper, Frankie,
Yeah, sure.
but it breaks right away.
Wait, which ones are we talking about?
Like, you know, like 335, not the E46, the one after. So like the E90, E92.
Where they started messing all the names up
Yeah,
and they make no sense now.
yeah. I have no idea what any of them are, but they're the
Good
chassis
job,
after
BMW.
the E47.
BMW messed all those names up. I have OCD. That's all I care about. And if they name this Nissan a 400Z, that's another one. They're just messing all these names up.
Isn't it already called the 400?
Literally
No, I think
called
they're
a
gonna
400.
call it a Z or was it a Z? Just the Z.
Sure, it's called a 400Z.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't have a 4.0, so
Very true.
Are you? What is
Yeah.
it? What's in it?
3.0.
Oh, it's the VR30. Yeah, the
3.0.
the little
Is it VR30?
I think it's
GTR
a
motor.
3.6.
3.0.
I think it's a
I
3.6.
mean, we have computers, guys.
Well,
I mean,
Let's
like,
see.
I guess.
Let's see if this 400Z is fraudulent.
Yeah.
It's an imposter.
it
But
is.
those
What do you
expensive
think it's a
cars, you could
4.0?
also get them. Like, I'm using quote unquote expensive, but that's a German car,
3.0.
3.0?
Yeah.
3.0, but twin turbo.
twin turbo though. Those expensive cars, you could get them sometimes for cheap now. Like,
Mhm.
probably around the same price you could get a 240 for. But then you got to deal with like electronics and stuff like that.
What's another car? What would you want to drive, Chris?
What's your last one? Before
My
we-
last one is, and this is a reference to one of our friends, Jimmy Oakes. He had a Civic that was rear-wheel drive. You remember that? He had a little
It took
build thread
a lot
on
of fabricating
his
to get
YouTube
that
channel.
done.
Yeah, a
Oh,
lot
okay.
of fabricating
You
went
called
into
it the
that.
Nissan.
The
Sounds like something
Nissan?
that's gonna break at the track.
I think he drifted it.
He did drift it.
He did drift
at,
it.
At Thompson.
I believe it was a KA
KAT.
Yeah, but what
Okay.
car does he bring to the track every time?
The S13.
S13.
Okay.
13. 1J powered, right?
Yeah.
God's motor right there.
Oh, I thought it was the SR.
I thought it was the LS1.
On Mondays, it's the SR.
LS1.
Tuesdays, it's the LS1. On Wednesdays, tomorrow's 1JC day.
LS6.
But Chris, what would you would you drift?
What would I drift?
Yeah, what's your obscure drift platform?
Obscure drift platform.
I could see you in a mini truck. I don't know why.
I can't.
I would definitely be down.
A what?
In a mini truck?
Yeah, like a Tacoma.
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm down.
Little X-Runner action. The X-Runner was an awesome car, by the way. For those of you who don't know what that is, it was like that Tacoma that had a supercharger on it. Just two-wheel
X-Runner?
drive. It was literally, I don't know what the purpose of it was. I think it was just to run the X's.
What are the X's? X Games?
X Games.
Wait, what?
Hey, do you know what an X-Runner is?
What's an X?
What's an X?
Run the X?
No, X Runner.
X-Runner.
I'm lost, guys. leave me in the dust. I'm lost. Alright,
I'm not even sure what he's talking about.
Yeah. I mean, regardless. Frankie, did you get any questions today?
Yeah, we got questions.
All right.
My phone's filming the fucking video.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're going to get that situated here. In the meantime, if you're still listening, make sure to check out that YouTube channel and drop a like and turn those notifications on. Helps us out a lot.
Drift
We're going to answer some questions here. We tend to post a question prompt on our Instagram. And
Wait, I still want to answer.
what?
Still want to answer.
Want to answer for
An
what?
obscure drift car.
Oh, I thought it was the.
I thought it was the mini truck. You said you were down.
I said I'd be down. That wasn't my
Okay,
choice.
okay.
All right. So while Chris thinks of his obscure drift platform, we're going to review some of these questions here.
Nah, I can't think of one.
No, none.
No.
What about Toyota Supra?
A Supra? That's been done already.
Yeah, but it's not easily done.
You just wouldn't
So you
drift.
want to choose something that hasn't been done yet?
Well, is it
kind of tough?
Is that obscure? A Supra?
That's not really that
I
obscure.
don't know.
It's just
I think
expensive.
those are-
This is a horrible question for me, so you guys are on your own. I can't. Obscure drift. I wouldn't want to do it ever.
Some people just don't have access to those kinds of things, Frankie. Hate to tell it.
240s?
Yeah.
They don't have access to a 240 SX?
Yeah.
They made like 20,000 of them.
I would say a little more than that, but yeah. Okay.
Guys, there's plenty of them. Save
Go
your
out and just
pennies.
buy 240s. Just don't even drift any of these cars I just mentioned to you.
Right.
Put some thought into.
Probably an FB.
An FB?
FB?
RX-7.
That sounds more expensive.
FBX R7. No, it's
Wow. Okay.
FB?
What happens
A
when you
live
crash
axle?
One of those? It's over?
I'd want one of the 13B for sure. I love that body style. I also like the interior. It's really
What about
small.
an FC?
That's not obscure though.
That's not
FC.
obscure. I love
FC.
it. I love FC. If I was going to get an FC, I would just get an S13 hatch. A superior
That's
car.
true. That's true.
Heck yeah, and you could get all
Malcolm,
the parts
what
at
about
Faction
you?
Motorsports.
Obscure drift platform.
Me?
Yeah.
Cadillac Coupe de Ville.
Hell yeah. Finally something. Hell
sir.
yeah. Okay, that's better. I like that. At least it looks good.
Yeah, and then you hit the wall at E-Town.
And nothing's happening
Nothing's
to me.
happening.
You're
That
breaking
wall is
the
coming
wall.
down.
You're breaking the
Luxury.
wall.
That wall is going to come down.
Yeah, and then
What year? What year?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Like
I
the
think it's
older
like,
one? Like King of the Ranch type of stuff?
something.
Like it'd have the
Coupe de Ville?
cloth top on it.
Were you going to have the horns on the hood too?
Oh hell yeah.
This is
Yeah.
72.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
That's
Yes,
the one.
sir.
Now you want an Eldorado.
All right, I got one.
Ooh, Eldorado?
A limousine. I've always wanted to drift a limousine.
I don't think you can. That wheelbase is literally
You
quadruple.
know what, Carl? I finally came up with one, and you shoot me down again. I'm done.
That's
What are
just
questions?
well, that's life, Frankie. I'm making you tougher for the real world
Jesus Christ.
You need to drift that on an airstrip.
Yeah, I'm down.
out there. You need an SR40 for that.
1959 Coupe de Ville.
That's what I'm rolling.
That is so expensive to drive.
Really?
Yeah, we're gonna smash it up.
All right. Well, I got some of these questions here. One of
Gas
them.
Monkey Garage gonna be pissed. Oh, there's there.
We got M3 TIS X. How good is the Enjuku SR swap kit?
I'm glad you asked. I saw this question earlier.
Really?
Let's go through it.
Enjuku makes a swap kit?
Yeah, I didn't know that either, but it's just
What
a
is a-
swap package.
What does a swap entail?
package.
Swap package entails ISR intercooler kit, ISR hot pipe, HKS blow off valve, ISR downpipe, spec clutch, ISR fuel pump, cone filter kit, autometer boost gauge, autometer single gauge pod, 2 ISR electric fans, ISR aluminum radiator, ISR silicone radiator hose, and their heater hose kit. I like Enjuku racing. Before I dive into this,
Okay. Good to know.
this is a good kit if you want to fix everything in 2 years or less, because your fuel pump's going to fail.
100%. We just went over that in our last.
Your
Okay.
electric fans are
Going
probably
to
going
fail.
to break, and then
They're
your
gonna
motor's going to blow
Suck up a rock and then deteriorate.
And that's probably it. Everything else is probably going to work fine. But yeah, like we said, like we always say, I would stay away from ISR electrical parts. That's really it. And
So
you don't
they-
need electric fans. So stop with the electric fans.
It's just like a little bundle, though. Well, I mean, what I would do is use that as a reference if you wanted to kind of source your own stuff. That's a pretty good list of what you need to swap.
how
an
much you
SR
think
in.
this? How much you think it costs?
How much do I think it is? Good
Oh,
question.
I'm gonna
$1,100.
I'm gonna say 1,300.
1,600.
Really?
Yeah. You save $400. They say.
From piecing it all together on your own?
Yeah.
Hey man, at least they give you the HKS blow valve.
Why don't we make a kit, Malcolm?
I mean, that sounds like a really good idea, and we.
Ain't gonna be a single ISR piece.
Here
so.
it is.
It ain't gonna be $1,600. I
Keep-
can tell you that.
Keep your eye out on the website for your Faction Motorsports ready-made swap kits. That's a good idea, dude. I think you guys should do that.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Thanks, Enjuku.
Let us know in the comments if you guys would love to see a Faction Motorsports swap kit.
Get your checkbooks ready.
Yeah, get your checkbooks ready because there's gonna be a lot of Gretty parts and
I feel like
How much do you think that would cost? I would say around 2,000. Downpipe, rad hoses.
it might. I'm not gonna put a boost gauge in there, so
No boost
it might
gauge.
be around 2.
And I would swap the boost gauge out for a AFR gauge.
Yeah.
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 You
Yep.
I probably wouldn't. No, I probably wouldn't even put a gauge in there.
In the kit,
You don't need it.
you don't need it.
I mean, you want to lead somebody the right way.
Yeah, make a note.
No,
You should get a boost gauge.
It could be an add-on.
It could be an
You
add-on.
can add it to the kit.
Why don't we make a kit that has options?
Oh, I don't like that. Sounds like a lot of work.
I feel like AJ's car before the injectors, Power FC, and Tune, that was pretty much the formula for a stock SR.
Yeah, you need that Greddy front mount.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you said
Available on
eBay
Fashion
front
Motors.
mount.
Yeah, if you're broke and you want to build a car that you're gonna have to fix, yeah, you can go with eBay front.
So
mount.
would you
CX
so
Racing.
would you recommend the kit?
Would I recommend this kit?
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna say no. I'm saying you could piece together a better one on your own.
How much more would a better one be? Could you
at
risk
least
that?
$1,000, maybe a little less.
Okay, so you
A
save
thousand more.
$1,000,
You
but
save
in 2 years-
$1,000.
In 2 years, it's gonna be.
Well, I'm just
Boo-boo.
trying to think how much are the electric fans and the fuel pump, because if you take those out, is that $400? Because if so, then it's not worth it. And do you really want an autometer gauge? Do
Nope.
you really want that?
I had a problem with an auto.
This is like reading this just makes me think of all the cars that come here, and then they end up changing everything.
Yep.
really?
What is a odometer boost gauge?
It's just like a
AutoZone.
yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, like if you want, obviously this kit is meant for people that don't want to spend a lot of money. I mean, there's ISR parts.
$1,300 or how much did you say it was?
$1,600.
$1,600 is $1,600, man. That's a lot of money.
No, it's not. If you're swapping an engine in that you just paid $4,000, $5,000 for, it's not a lot of money.
I hate to break it to you, Frankie, but I seen some for sale for $35,300.
An SR? Not
I'm
at a
telling
depot.
you, it's popping. The bubble's popping, man.
Yeah, not at a depot.
Not at a depot. You could buy, ironically enough, a 1JZ for $3,500 from a depot still. I shouldn't have said
man.
that. Shouldn't have
I
said
don't
that.
know. Like I said, if you're trying to save money, yeah, it's worth it. Go for it. Don't
Okay.
put the electric fans in.
Don't put the electric fans in. Get a GK Tech fan from factionmotorsports.com.
Yeah, just use the stock fan or that fan shroud.
Well, I think the plus of getting a Greddy intercooler kit, it literally has the instructions to tell you exactly where to drill.
I like the
And
detail
the fitment
of it. Yeah.
is
It's
immaculate.
It fits great.
And then you get an ISR kit and like, these two pipes don't really meet up that well.
Gotta
Yeah.
jam it in
You
here.
gotta just jam it in there.
Yeah.
It really doesn't fit well.
It does not.
You have to cut.
We're not even
so-
talking shit right now. It just
Speaking
doesn't.
facts.
It just doesn't really. It's not clean like the Greddy one.
We're talking
Nope.
mathematics.
Yeah.
Well, I always thought that those kits came, like, they're technically universal.
No.
Or is this like an
Well,
S chassis specific? Well, because of the hot pipe and stuff, yeah. Or,
No, I think it's, well,
Look at the battery, Chris.
it's diagonal.
Yeah, you ain't fitting a front battery in there either, probably, with that kit.
Greddy one you can.
Greddy one you
Definitely.
can.
It's designed for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, literally, you put a Miata battery.
that's probably what I should have did.
Yeah, I don't know why everyone strays from the Greddy kit. It's because it's what, $500? $500 no hot pipe. What is the ISR one? 3 something?
Something like that.
I hate to say this because I do like Injuku, but I would probably get a CX Racing front mount kit before I got ISR.
I mean, I could tell you, I
Wow.
personally do not have the Greddy kit. I have a CX Racing piping kit.
Just the piping, because you
And
had the
and
you
mine,
got
mine
you had
fits
a-
pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Like I
it's
still
the-
fit a battery.
Maybe it's the intercooler.
Do you think CX Racing is a rep of Greddy?
Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe that's why it fits pretty
Maybe.
good.
I mean, they got weird looking intercoolers though.
It's just not a, was it bar and plate or whatever? It's the other
Yeah.
style.
It's like,
I know, I don't like it.
I don't know, they're like thick fins.
I forget
Yeah.
the name of it. What's the next question?
Next question. This one's from Alan Kyle. Tire size versus tire life and grip. Mainly talking about ease of drivability and placement.
So I haven't drifted in 80 years. So
That's false. I saw you drift Miyagi's car like 2 weeks ago.
yeah, but I'm not changing tires and like.
What was the question?
Tire size versus tire life and grip. Mainly talking about ease of drivability and placement. That's from Alan Kyle.
Tire size over tire life and grip.
Yeah, I read the question earlier. It's a little confusing, but is he talking about like
like if you don't have a tire, like let's say you have a 205 tire, that's like a sticky tire, versus getting a
225,
225,
45,
yeah, like a wider tire.
like a wider tire.
Does it
I'm
compensate?
slapping
Is that what he means?
Yeah, I'm assuming so, but I'm slapping whatever the cheapest tire I can. I at this point in my life and driving career, I don't drive well enough where I'm gonna see a difference.
Then
with
again, I feel like that also depends on where you're running the tires for drifting. I mean, are we talking about burners? Because then if it's burners, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think he's talking about the rear.
Oh, then
I mean, the front. I like to invest personally in a set of better tires for the front. Something sticky.
Agreed.
And then usually just something cheap in the back.
What are you running up front?
I like to right now. I like the Kenda KR20 for the front, which people use for the rear.
Aren't those extinct?
For those of you who don't know, you could still get them on eBay pretty quickly.
Ooh, there's a secret.
Pretty quickly, yeah. They still got 17s on deck all over there.
I heard that tire was extinct.
It is quite extinct, but I like it because it's not the stickiest tire on the planet. You could still run it on the front, and
I think they're a 280 treadwear.
they're nothing crazy, but
Shouldn't you run like an R compound in the front?
Our compounds are 200 treadwear.
yeah, 200
That's what I
treadwear
run.
and better.
You gotta put some Derezas up there, man. What are you doing?
I like the Reses. I had star specs on my S13 Z2s
Yeah,
before
that's-
they made the Z3.
The last tire I ran before. Kapow.
Well, to answer the question, when I ran like shitty burner tires, it felt like I was driving on ice. But then once I put sticky tires in the rear, it felt way more responsive.
Yeah, so
Personally, I like the grippy tires in the rear, but
The grippy tires in the rear make it fun.
it's fun, but the thing is, burning grippy tires is expensive.
It's very expensive.
yeah, but they usually last longer if you have more grip.
And depending on your alignment. And that's not to shout out faction alignments, but
Yeah,
depending on your alignment.
I don't know. You should just put a tire size on that fits. Go drive.
And stay consistent with it. You're not going to drive the same as you would on like a...
See if you need more grip or
Yeah.
not. And if you need more grip, then
You know, honestly, now that you mentioned the
bigger.
alignments, sticky tire or not, if you're running like more than 3 degrees of camber in the rear and you're drifting, it doesn't make a difference because you
Yeah.
have like 3 inches of contact
Your
patch.
contact patch is not enough. You're going to wear through that little band of tire.
yeah, I mean that's something good to mention, I guess, because people probably are doing that. Probably got like 3 degrees of camber in the back, and they're like, "I need to get the best tires I can."
And then you got to flip them.
And they're running half the tire.
You kind of get some life out of it.
Yeah, I used to do that almost on purpose.
To flip them?
My alignment was like it was like -2 in the rear, and I was like, well, this is great because now I get double the tires. Because I just run it down, then I flip it, and I got more tire. But the problem is it's less grip, but I didn't really need grip. I wasn't really worried about that.
You weren't
stock
worried about that
setup.
at that point.
Yeah.
All right.
It depends on the car.
Next cue. Favorite tracks to drive and why? I know you only like Club Loose and US Air.
I mean, those are the only tracks that I've driven that I know I like.
Didn't you drive like Grange and like all these cool
Yeah, I drove
places
Grange,
like
but-
Apple Valley?
I did like 7 laps at Grange, and then the trans blew.
Oh,
Grange wasn't a fun time for me because it was just like the first turn you were going to total your car either way, so it wasn't fun for me. I like looking at my car. If you don't care about your car, Grange is probably awesome.
Well, they updated Grange.
Yeah, it's probably a lot better now.
well, what did they change on it?
Well, I remember they had the dirt hole. The
After-
first turn,
after
it was really
first
tight.
turn, yeah.
Then
Dude, first
they
of all-
made it wider.
Oh, they paved it
First of all,
wider?
that track is about as wide as his office. So that was the first problem. And then
Really?
and then you have to enter, and if you fall off the track, there's like a foot or more drop into the sand. So like if
wild.
you drop a tire on that, it's side skirts are gone, everything's gone. It was too crazy.
I always liked it because it looks technical on camera. You're like, oh wow.
the
that
rest of the
looks
track
really
is
fun.
great.
Yeah, it looks cool. Like a lot of first, second.
Yeah,
Stuff.
if you're into crazy aggressive driving, it's a really good track. And I think now that they changed everything, it's probably just overall a really
Awesome.
good track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the drive like going in there?
Fucking amazing. Just kidding. It's horrible. It's the worst entrance to a track.
I always see
Ever.
videos of it.
Oh, they
like,
paved
just
it.
They just paved it.
They
though.
just paved it.
What? Oh, okay. Wow. So they fixed everything.
It was literally like a mile long dirt road that like it was bad.
I still think it's crazy you drove over there.
Like your car was clean. Like no, doesn't matter.
No.
Yeah.
It's not staying clean after that. I mean, but it was fun because it was in the middle of the desert.
I want to drive Park real bad. Pat's
I
Acres.
never did that.
Pat's Acres, yeah.
Looks so
That
cool
looks sick.
and serene. It's up in the mountains or something.
I was thinking Horse Thief Mile.
Yeah.
Horse
Yes,
Thief Mile
that's
is
the
really
one.
cool. What is
Yeah.
that?
It's like literally on the side of a
Willow,
mountain.
something Willow.
I think it is Willow Springs.
Willow Springs. Horse Thief Mile looks crazy because of the drops.
Is that the one? Yeah. Yeah, I want to drift that.
Yeah, it's literally on the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
It's far.
A lot of early 2000 hot version videos are there.
Yeah, they shot some hot version videos over there.
Yeah, one day when I'm rich.
Before Ken Gucci went pro.
Yeah.
He was still an amateur.
I think he drifted his AE86 over there or something.
yeah.
Something.
Oh, I want to drive Knuckle Up. Where is that anyway?
What's
Texas.
Knuckle Up?
It's in
Texas?
Texas. I don't know where though.
Texas.
Dallas area.
What's Knuckle Up?
Tejas.
It's a
It's like an event.
organization. Yeah.
Look.
Where is it
That
at?
track does look sick though.
Knuckle Up?
It's
Yeah.
a flat track, but it looks fun, and all the cars look good. So that's all I need.
The Summer Saga.
Competition series or something?
Oh, they have it like their. Well, I mean, Knuckle Up is a drift event.
Yeah, I don't know where it is, but well, it's in the Dallas area, right? Dallas?
I
Or
think
is it
so.
Houston?
Is this like a
Where was
purpose-built
I
drift track?
last time.
I have no idea.
It's a purpose-built drift track. Like it's just for drifting.
Probably not. I mean,
It was probably originally a go-kart track.
yeah.
Lime Rock has opened back up for drifting.
No way.
What?
I
Who's
swear
running?
to you.
Who's running the events?
I swear to you. I don't know, but I've seen a post and a couple posts actually of people drifting over there.
Which is a
But-
private
oh, aren't they
thing
doing Grid Life
recently,
or
right?
something?
They are doing Grid Life, but
When is that?
I have late August. You guys gonna make an appearance over there?
I have no idea. I'm gonna look it up right now.
I've never been to a Grid Life event. It looks like something really cool to attend. Has everything that I love in one place. Like I think they have like concerts or something or like parties.
What?
The 19th to 20th is the event.
Is it like a festival type of thing?
Yeah, that's what they try to make them. Like a
Well, it's
festival.
drifting and grip racing.
It's Forza in real life.
It's literally
Oh.
Forza.
Forza in real life.
Forza Horizon.
I think that'd be a cool one to attend.
All right, so you driving it?
Oh yeah, let me just take my spaceship.
What do you
Over to-
mean?
Dude, aside from me having work tomorrow, I can't go because my car is broken right now.
What's wrong with it?
The master cylinder is not holding pressure anymore.
So get a new master cylinder. That's
That's when we
easy.
get it. Okay, we get a new master cylinder.
What's
I'm
hard
not
about
drifting
that?
tomorrow with you guys.
Oh, I think he was talking about Grid Life.
Yeah, I'm talking about Grid Life.
Oh, Grid Life? Dude, I'm not driving Grid Life, man.
Why?
This guy's all talk.
I am all talk.
All right, next question.
Next question. This one is a fun one. This one's from our favorite princess. Who
Oh,
makes the
boy.
best? Who makes the best cookies?
Me.
That's false.
Oh.
Just kidding.
You
It's
never-
Princess.
It's
She makes
Princess.
the best cookies.
Princess makes the best cookies.
Dang.
Trick question.
This is Malcolm's girlfriend. Her name's Princess. She runs the booth most of the time, and
Yeah.
I'm sure some of you guys are familiar with it.
Small
There's no
Asian
way you
girl.
wouldn't remember
she's
Princess.
the small one, the loud one.
The loud one, yes. The organized one.
She's the shift manager at the booth.
Yeah.
Shift manager?
Yeah,
Shift
she's shift
manager.
manager.
I feel like I'm the shift manager.
No, you're just the boss.
No, you're the you're the GM.
You're the GM who comes in every now and then.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, it's the GM. Ah, cool, ah, cool.
Oh wow, we're busy. Let me help out.
Yeah. Oh, you guys are doing
Take a
good.
picture. Take a picture. I'm on the front lines.
Anyway, she makes the best cookies. Next question.
Next question is from Ethan Lazarus, bro.
It just says bruh.
It just says bro.
That's it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's because his face was the questionnaire.
What's up, Ethan? If you're listening to this, I
Ethan
hate
wants
you.
in on the podcast.
I know he does, and Frankie, just let him on. We have so many microphones
All
now.
right,
Please.
Ethan will probably be the first guest.
Yes,
He
Ethan's got.
definitely has a lot
Ethan's
to
a
say.
friend of ours, and he has a really cool S13 that he's been building for forever.
Yeah. Ethan's been around for
really,
a long
really nice
time.
build. Really good fabricator too. Most of the time, whenever there's welding, doesn't Ethan usually do
Yeah,
it?
it's basically only him. doing it here. Also
Do you need a
known
welder,
as-
Frankie? I have a Harbor Freight
Wolf.
welder at home.
Also known as the Wolf. All right, next one.
That's it for questions today.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't
Bullshit.
many today.
You posted
yeah,
it like
anymore.
an hour before
Refresh
this.
it.
Everybody was sleeping.
Sleeping.
No one likes us? Wow.
Is there more?
I personally hate you. I'm just kidding. I love you,
Jeez.
Frankie. Frankie hates everybody, but I still tell him I love
I
him.
don't hate anybody.
That's false.
That is a lie.
You hate ISR fuel pumps.
I do hate ISR
It's
fuel
not a
pumps.
person though.
I don't hate people.
You sure about
Yeah, name drop.
Hate's a
Huh?
strong word.
Drop some names. Let's go.
Drop some names.
Let's-
that?
yeah, see, he has to think. He doesn't know.
Think that
Yeah,
might
go
do
ahead.
it.
No. I got questions here.
Do you? What are some questions you got here?
How does Chris manage to stay cool in the midst of these heat waves?
Excuse me?
Is he
was a
talking about
question.
his poor working conditions?
That was Frankie.
Frankie?
Yep.
How does Chris manage to stay cool in the midst of these heat waves? I don't.
He's talking about his poor work conditions.
I fucking walk into the office, get a glimpse of the AC, and walk right back out and get a stroke.
Okay.
Frankie, leave some water out for your employees. God.
Yeah. We got water. Don't worry.
Yeah, in a trough.
Malcolm picks it up all the time.
Yup.
So the other questions I have here are pretty much like full episode things, I think.
Let's hear some of them. We could use some ideas.
Well, Frankie asked some other questions too.
He has a lot.
Yeah.
Well, it's like 3, but
Well, we can do this one. Which SR20 engines do you like the best? Black top, red top, or notch top?
Red
What are the
top.
pros and
Fast
cons?
ones.
Red top. I like the red top.
You like the red
I
top?
like
the
the
red
fast
top has
ones.
has a factory limiter that sounds so different than the rest of them.
What
But
are
that-
you saying to
But
me
that
right
just
now?
comes down to the ECU.
What are you saying to me
62
right
ECU, dude.
now? What kind of lies are you telling
The
me?
limiter on a red top sounds different than a black top.
That's bullshit.
I shit you not,
There's
Frankie.
no way.
No, he's right.
I'm right.
Really?
Yeah, he's
I
right.
had a red top. Chris has a black top. It sounds
So
completely different.
His rev limiter was a lot faster, and mine's more like a bounce. It's like,
Yeah, do you want me to do a noise?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You want me to do
do
noise? All right, so I'm gonna do Chris's limiter first. There's a black top J4 ECU. On the top of limiter, right?
All right.
Okay. Red top ECU. It sounds like that.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
That shit was broken.
No.
How much boost did you make?
10 psi.
How much boost did you make?
I had, well, at that time, like 13, 14.
Was it
Someone's
really?
capping.
No, I swear to you. You know what? Tom was at this meet once where I popped a intercooler pipe.
I'll pull it up.
Yeah. Me and Chris were doing like, these donuts, and I popped the intercooler pipe in front of everybody.
So it was a
yeah.
takeover.
I was there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
no.
it was right before the takeover started.
It wasn't a
happening.
takeover.
So it was a takeover when it was cool.
It was a controlled environment. There was
takeover.
no injuries whatsoever. But I'm telling you, like, my rev limiter is a lot different than Chris's. Was a lot different.
Yeah, they
than
got fuel cut and an ignition cut.
It's different.
Yeah, but Nissan's only doing one.
Red top, dude. I'm telling you.
There's no-
I'm telling you. If you have a red top
Okay, but
SR
anyway,
out there,
that wasn't the question. So,
leave a
so,
comment.
so you just like the red top more because of the rev limit that you had?
Yeah,
And you sure your ECU wasn't tuned?
it was
No,
stock.
stock.
Stock 62 ECU. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. See?
Nobody
The
listened to
tape.
this information.
Pull up the tape. That's correct. There's no cap.
All right, well, I'm going to say a notch top is probably
Yeah,
better.
gas 14. Yeah. On paper, it's a much better SR.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you got
VVTI
cam
or
timing.
VVT.
It's newer.
It's newer. It's a better engine. So the newest one you can get is the better engine.
That's true. So then why didn't you say S15?
S15 would be the one to get. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because that's a notch top as well.
but if I'm putting in an S13, I'm not putting a notch top.
That's
in
what I'm
it.
saying.
sorry.
Red top for days.
Black top J4.
Okay. All right.
Unless it's a Sylvia, then maybe a regular black top.
That rev limiter was sweet, dude. Never popped a rocker on.
But yeah, it doesn't really matter. Pros and cons. I mean, the only things that we're talking about right now are turbo sizes and cam timing, variable cam timing.
Variable cam
That's
timing
it.
would be cool to have on a daily, like a street car?
Yeah, it's definitely way faster. It feels way faster.
Really?
Yeah, it does.
I feel like this question depends on the person too.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, for sure.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, what are you building?
Yeah, what are you...
Like if you're like Frankie, probably gonna get S13 blacktop
I would only do that if it's going in S13 though.
in an S13. If it's where it's meant to be.
Like the S13
very-
Frankie stole from me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I didn't even know Frankie back then.
Did we talk about this?
No, we
we did.
didn't.
Not on the podcast.
Are you
Not
sure?
on the podcast.
Not on a podcast.
Let's hear it.
We might have briefly talked about it the first one.
Yeah, I think you did talk.
Did we? No,
Yeah.
we didn't.
No, we briefly talked about it.
We did?
It wasn't. We didn't go in depth.
Okay, well, regardless, I had crashed my old S13. A girl T-boned me. If you remember from episode 1.
We definitely talked about
We did
this.
talk about this because we talked about the T-bone, but we didn't talk about the fact that when I was looking for new shells, not the Bronx car, which was Chris's car,
Oh, yeah.
but I found a black hatch. I think it was a 90 something. It was a shark nose front, but it was black and it had Nismo LMGT2s on it in the picture, which were the wheels I was running at that time. And Frankie, our loving host, stole it from me.
Yeah, I saw the car on Craigslist. It was mint. Too good to be true. So I drove out to Pennsylvania and picked it up.
The guy and I were in correspondence, and I told him I was renting a truck and trailer to go get it. And Frankie happened to have a truck and trailer already
at
ready
that.
to go.
Look at that, guys. Another reason Carl needs a trailer on hand.
Dang.
Wow.
Sheesh.
I'm just always
He
right.
got me. He got me. That thing was sweet. In the description, I remember what it said. It said, has all options working, including AC. AC was present. Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
It had no motor in it.
It had the lines. Everything was still in there.
Not anymore.
Well, look at what you done.
I don't think that was there when I got it, though. But
That was one of the things on the ad that made me want it.
well, maybe like
It was missing paint in like weird spots.
I remember specifically Carl telling me, showing me the Craigslist post, and he goes, "Chris, this is the one. This is the forever car."
It is the forever car.
And
For me.
now it's Frankie's.
Cars.
The body's like perfect.
It's
It's
immaculate.
mint.
It's
The interior,
immaculate.
too. I've still never seen it. I've seen it from a distance.
I don't even know where Frankie lives. He's never brought us to his house once.
Yeah, dead ass.
Yeah, I got it in my parking garage.
What's
It's got
the
no.
address?
It's got no engine in it.
What's the address?
coordinates?
42069. Go fuck yourself. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, no fucking way.
Exactly.
What was that from?
Oh, fuck.
You didn't make that version.
No.
You did
It's from
not.
a movie.
Yeah.
I forget.
Yeah, it's. I need to do the drivetrain, but suspension's done, interior's done.
You work on it in the parking garage?
No, hell no.
Remember?
I haven't worked on it in 2 years.
You remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember what he said? Where it's from?
1, 2, 3, no fucking way.
You gotta know. It's your favorite movie, dude.
What are you guys talking about?
Is it from
It
Scream?
was from
Yeah,
Scream.
Scream.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
1, 2,
3,
3
no
was
fucking
your,
way.
your
Wait,
favorite movie.
which part?
When the sister, right? The sister? That was a sister, right?
There's no
Yeah,
sister.
yeah,
The
yeah.
sister?
I don't know.
Oh,
Is it-
when
and then her
Dewey's in
boyfriend-
the house and
No,
the-
not Dewey. It was the boyfriend. And then he was the sister was like, "We gotta go back in the house," and then the boyfriend goes, 1, 2, 3, no fucking
No,
way.
he's like, what's the address? No, 1, 2, 3, no fucking way.
Oh yeah.
Are you sure it was Scream and not
yeah,
a
it was
scary
definitely
movie?
Scream. Scream.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was the latest one.
The newest
Oh, the
one.
new one.
Yeah.
Oh, no
Yeah.
wonder I don't fucking know.
Well, 1, 2,
Sorry
3, no
for the
fucking
tangent,
way.
Sorry
Jeez.
for the tangent.
Sorry for the tangent.
So how about Nope? Nice
Little
little
movie review right
nice
now?
little
Yeah.
movie review right
Why
now.
are
Let's
you
not
doing
do
movie review? What is it?
Come on, let's hear about it.
I mean, we all saw it together.
Spoiler alert or no?
No.
Dude,
It was good. It was very unique. It's a
It was
movie
unique,
of
for
its own.
sure.
You can't compare it to anything. That's
An original horror movie.
Yeah.
Very different
Wow.
than all the others.
Horror,
Finally.
thriller horror.
You failed to
No,
tell me
it
that
is
that was
a-
going to be a
it is
horror movie.
movie.
I walked in there. It wasn't more or less a horror film, but I walked in there and 20 minutes in, I look at Chris and I'm like, dude, and to our listeners out there, I don't like scary movies. I rarely go to
You
see
didn't
a scary
even know
movie.
it was a scary movie.
No,
Because and I look at Chris and I'm like, yo, is this supposed to be scary? Because, like, I'm kind of tripping a little bit
No,
right
no.
now.
I remember exactly what you said. You tapped me on the shoulder mad fast, and you go, "Don't tell me this is a scary movie. Is this a scary movie?" I'm like, I have no idea, dude.
Meanwhile, Princess pulls out a canister of chocolate chip cookies, still warm, and she's force feeding me while I'm trying to eat popcorn.
Those cookies were delicious.
They were really good.
They were really good.
Yeah, the movie was good though.
All in all, good movie.
Good movie.
What do you think about the movie, Chris?
Nope.
Yeah, nope.
I liked it. I feel like I need to watch it again.
Yeah.
I need to watch Top Gun again.
You know what I
That's
mean?
what
I feel
need to
like
watch.
because it was so different, because it was a lot to take in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Okay. Top Gun?
Top Gun, I'll watch it for a
I'll
full
watch it
time.
right
If
now.
you haven't seen Top Gun yet, you are straight fucking up. You are straight fucking up.
I love that movie.
You should turn this off right now and go to the movie theater. Because once it's out, and that's
Yeah.
it. And you're never going to see it that way ever again.
Top Gun was great.
Top Gun was a masterpiece.
We should watch it right
Well, you mean
Let's go.
You mean specifically in the theater?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. IMAX.
Theater, Dolby Digital Experience,
Or IMAX.
or IMAX. Yeah.
What did we watch it? IMAX.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
To the guy in front of me that was mad when I said, nope. In nope. Go fuck yourself.
Frankie's that guy in the theater who makes random ass comments, and you're like, this guy thinks he's so funny.
Yeah, that is me.
That is you.
My
Well, I
man-
was just screaming the entire time.
My man's really turned around and was like, "Hey, can you keep it down, please?"
Meanwhile, he's barefoot, feet up on the chair.
I really want to tell him, like, shut the fuck up and put your shoes back on.
I just said, "Oh hell no!" when I saw that little creature.
My man's stinky ass feet was right next to his boy's bucket of popcorn. Like, what?
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
that was a loser.
It was like opening weekend or some shit. Like, there's gonna be someone in there screaming, "Oh hell no!" and it's gonna be me. So,
Yeah, that guy was weird.
get used to it. Anyway, what else? No more questions?
No more questions.
That's it.
That's a soft close to our podcast here, episode 4. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you made it this far, what should they comment?
Comment? Nope.
Comment nope.
Nope. That's gonna look real bad in the comments. Every comment, nope.
Nope, nope, nope.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Thanks for tuning in. As always,
We need more ideas.
we need more ideas.
Oh,
When
wait, I
Frankie
got it.
gets around to posting these prompts on our Instagram, if you haven't followed that already, it's at Faction Motorsports on Instagram. Check out our YouTube channel. You guys are doing uploads pretty quickly recently.
Yes.
I've noticed.
Well, like we said, it's 2 videos a week
2 videos a week.
and a podcast every Wednesday. That's it.
And they're 2 good videos. They're not willy-nilly, no content stuff. There's good information in these videos, folks.
Well, we got
Very
the
informative.
we got the best in the biz over here editing. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Malcolm Wilson. Keep him employed. Like the videos.
I gotta mention some things here. First thing is Nissan Day is this Sunday.
Nice.
We're gonna be there, unfortunately. Just kidding. It's gonna be a fun time.
Raceway Park.
If it doesn't rain, it's gonna be a fun time.
Is it supposed to rain?
It might.
That's the forecast right now.
Sheesh.
I have a
From
feeling it's not
Friday-
going to, but
From Friday to Wednesday. That's 6 days of rain. I love it here.
Malcolm isn't a fan of the
What
rain.
else?
I
Give us
hate rain.
some memos. What's the next memo?
Nissan Day, English Town, Raceway Park. There's gonna be drifting. There's gonna be booths. There's gonna be a car show. There's gonna be there might be some chicks there. I don't know. Just come out, hang out.
Whoa, some dudes too.
Yeah, so that's boots, booze, boobs, drifting. Cars.
Boofing.
Dudes.
A lot of dudes.
Dude.
He said dudes, boobs, booths.
Yup.
What else?
Drifting.
Booze.
What?
Booze.
Yeah, I said booze.
Yeah. Well, anyway. Okay, the last thing. No one's listening by this point, but we are going to do a raffle. We
Yes,
are we are raffling off. This is our first official raffle, I would say.
Yeah, we're still working out the semantics of it, but
By the time this is up, it should be done.
yes.
As long as
What's the raffle for? Do you know?
Stance XR1 coilovers for S13.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell of a prize.
So this is how it works. Every single dollar spent on Faction Motorsports' website in the month of August is 1 entry into the raffle.
Oh.
So to those who already purchased body kits, You're doing pretty good.
Damn.
And everyone else, if you're waiting to order a body kit, or you're just holding off, now would be a good time.
For S13 specifically, though.
S13 coilovers, yeah, we have them here. So, hey, I mean, it is what it is.
That applies to apparel, stickers, parts.
If you don't need them, just sell them. They're $1,800. So, if you win, they're $1,800.
Or just sell your IS300 and buy an S13.
Recently, they were only $1,300.
They went from
They went
$1,300
up.
to $1,800.
Now they're $1,800.
Yeah,
Really good
They're,
coilovers, though. I love stands.
they are good coilovers. So yeah, we're giving a set of those away. For every dollar spent is one entry. This does not include shipping, but yeah,
You pick them up.
We'll ship them out.
You would?
Yeah, I'll ship them out. I have no
Yeah.
problem. Yeah,
If it fits, it ships.
All right, folks. You heard it here,
It
folks.
fits.
and we're doing the drawing August 1st September 1st or 2nd. So
Yeah, more info will be on the Instagram.
Keep
soon.
posted on it.
probably
Yeah.
tomorrow.
You heard it here first.
Yes,
Wow.
sir.
That's it. That's all we got going on.
All right.
I have a question.
Oh, you got another question?
Can employees join in on the raffle?
No.
Well,
Biased. Thank you guys so much for listening. That wraps up episode 4 of Faction After Hours podcast. Thank you guys so much for the support. Tune in for episode 5 next week. Keep posted on the Instagram for that raffle. Check us out at Nissan Day this Sunday, if it's not raining. If it is raining, still come check us out. And
Give us some
That's it.
ideas.
give us some more ideas.
yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Some comments.
Bye.